Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people, we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease.
Yeah, na 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 na. What boy? Yeah, what boy? What boy? The sun is hot, the breeze is slow. I need a ride. Where do I go? Ride go, yeah. That's the name. Island roads will never feel the same. Tap the app, just one click. Hopping fast, it's real quick. Ride go, where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride go, the good vibe show, fastest growing ride, everybody know. Ride go, where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride go, let the good vibe show, fastest growing ride, everybody know.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah! Right along live, welcome to the ride. Wednesday on the ride. Yeah! Hey, Miss Redhead, how you doing? Victor Batson, YouTube. How you doing, Victor? Big up yourself, my brother. Guys, add followers right now. Today's an interesting conversation. Very interesting conversation. So I want everybody to share, add followers, put it on a few pages. Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence, how are you? Thank you. Nice. Kathleen Thomas, you here? Nice to have you here, Kathleen Thomas. I appreciate you being here. Here's what I want you guys to do for me right now, guys. I want everybody to do it because oftentimes there are so much people that's watching and not enough people sharing. Also, you have to share. Sharing is caring, right? Sheldon Shaka, sorry. Hey, Shaka! How you doing, Shaka? Long time no see, my friend. Yeah, Dylan, how you doing? Yeah, I want everybody to share the program. Let me do it as well. Because oftentimes, guys, yeah, I said there was a lot of people watching, but not enough people sharing and add following. So I want you to add follow right now. Add followers. Michael Welch. Yeah, big up. Yeah, because let me tell you something. Facebook still have us under that shadow banner. Yeah, they ain't treating us. They have not been treating us well within this past couple weeks. I tell you that. So we have to do the hard work, guys. They say they ain't doing no hard work for us. They ain't doing no heavy lifting. They ain't pushing out the program. Nothing. So we have to do it. Corinne, big up yourself. Thank you so much. Everybody share it. Very important. Very important. Fitzroy, thank you so much. Add followers. Yeah? So let me give you a summary what we're going to be speaking about, or who we're going to be speaking with today. Now, I'm feeling like I followed her story for many, many years. My next guest been a guest on the program dating back about, how long, boy? Probably about 8 years ago? At least 6 years, right? 5, 6 years. Let's put it like that. She initially came on and shared her story of the lifestyle of a swinger. Now, if you guys never been to a swinger club, or if you guys don't understand the lifestyle, I will kind of explain it to you today, right? So we followed her story. She came on a second time to talk to us more about the lifestyle, and at that point in time, man, at that point in time, she was so convincing. She was so convincing, guys. I even wanted to become a swinger. I mean, I was just like, sign me up. Where do I sign up for that? She is, she was at the top of her game when telling you she was probably making the most money in the industry. I don't know for figures, but she was doing a lot. She was doing some of the biggest parties all over. And then my producer, you know, we always keep in touch with all of our past guests, and Lynn continued to follow up. I continue to follow up as well. We conversate from time to time. And as of recently, right, I'm not seeing nothing with the swinging anymore. Instead, you know, she went on to a whole different line of business. So, help me to welcome my next guest. Her name is Dana E. Graham. That wasn't her name before. Her name before was Queen of Heart. You remember that? She's here to tell us what's up, what changed, and what's up with the lifestyle. There you go. Beautiful smile. Dana, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on again.
No problem. I always enjoy talking with you because, as I said, you know, at the peak of your lifestyle, you was very convincing. At one point in time, I'm like, Dana, where do I sign up? Where do I sign up for this? I want to try this. This sounds exciting. First of all, Dana, let's go back a bit. Tell us about Dana and how did you get into the lifestyle?
Oh, well, it started back in 2011.
Uh-huh.
I was going through a depression then. I had just became single for the first time in my life since I started dating. And I was kind of just lost and looking for answers, looking for something. I was looking for something.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up finding the swingers lifestyle, finding the community, finding a gang, I guess you want to say, of people to belong to. And that's where everything kind of got started from.
Right. So for the people who are watching right now and they don't even understand what the hell is swinging, what is swinging, the whole lifestyle, tell them, educate them a little bit about what is the lifestyle, what is the swinger group or club or whatever it is.
Well, there's the swingers lifestyle, and sorry, hold on, it's on my screen. Okay,
Yeah.
well, there's the swinger lifestyle, swinging, and the lifestyle generally is a completely different term. So this it's the swinging part of it is supposed to be married couples or couples who swap partners with other partners or other couples for sexual activities, and that is the term swinging. And
Right.
then the lifestyle in itself, it contains many different types of lifestyle. It's like the lifestyle, the word, the term lifestyle is basically a umbrella for many different things for poly relationships, for swinging, for BDSM, for just anything that kind of has to do with relationships and sexual activity. Kind of would kind of be underneath this umbrella, or alternative lifestyle. Let's say that an alternative lifestyle.
But the ultimate goal at the end of the day is just adults having a lot of sex.
Well, you might not necessarily have sex, but you could say adults having fun,
Okay. Adults having fun.
freely having fun with sexual activities can be involved.
Right. So in the swinging in particular, was it that most single people are swinging, or we have married couples that are also swingers?
Yes, both. It's supposed to be just couples. I don't know why my phone keeps doing that. It's supposed to be just couples, but um, there's plenty of singles involved in there. And, so yes, singles, I call them swingles, so, it's just a term where it's a single person who enjoys to be in the swingers lifestyle, in this around the swingers environment. So they go to parties, they participate in groups, they participate in activities with couples or with other singles, or not just the environment.
Right, right, right. So within that environment, like say you go to a party and everyone getting it on and stuff like that, is there a level of protection that everyone have to adhere to in order to be a part of that grouping?
It's not something that's enforced. It's just something that you do to protect yourself. It's individual responsibility.
Right. So someone could be just sitting there in the party and be like, hey, want to have sex? Like you just want to do it? Is it that the approach?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay, okay. So just a
That's the gist of it.
that's the gist of it. But you guys call it play.
Play, yes. We call
Right.
it playing. Would you like to go play? And most parties are held either at uh, hotels or a private home, or a resort or a club.
Right. But is there any adherence of the head or of the organizers of it to make sure that the people that are playing are actually playing safely? There's no mandate by the organizers to ensure that everyone that comes there is tested or nothing like that, right?
No, only if it all depends on the organizer. So if that's something they want to enforce, they can enforce that. If not, then no. But we felt like it was an individual decision. Whatever they decide to do, we're all grown. So I'm not responsible for that. I'm just responsible for providing a safe place that has a fun environment and to keep you guys active, and yeah, just providing a very safe space for you guys to come and get together and do what you do.
Okay. So and getting in and your entrance into the whole into the lifestyle. Were you concerned? Were there concerns that you was kind of iffy about that before going in?
Well, when I first got into it, I really didn't know anything about it, didn't know what I was doing, didn't know what I was in for. It's just something that you slowly enter into, and you learn about, and you kind of pick up on cues and you go from there. There's set rules, but you learn them as you go.
Right.
Hmm.
What are some of the basic rules? I mean, we just want to get the backstory a bit of the a regular party. What are some of the like set?
I would say that the number one rule is respect. You want to treat everyone with respect. Couples need to treat other couples respectful. All men need to treat women respectful. Women need to treat men respectful. We need to be respectful to like the hotel staff, to their property, to other people's homes. Respect would be number one. That would be number one. If you could be respectful in all aspects of the entire time you're there, you pretty much got most of it covered. So, and that means how you approach women, how you approach men, how you approach couples, how you respond to single men, how you respond to women, how you respond to the situations that are going on around you. Those are pretty much the basic rules, but mainly, a lot of it falls on the single males. A lot of the hard rules fall on single males as far as asking permission to touch, asking permission to play with certain women, or to enter into any type of playing situation. It has a lot to do with surrounding respect.
Right. Let me just update everyone if you just joined in. We're talking to Dana, and that's her, I believe her third or fourth time on the program. She's been here before when she was deep into the lifestyle, right? We heard her full story. In fact, in the description of this program, we're going to put back one of the programs so you could get the full story from Dana, right? So we're just getting some background story here. Dana, so were there any point that going into it you started to think like for safety reasons that you might pull out, or you're not feeling comfortable or feel disrespected by someone? Were there any of that going on in our average swinging?
No,
Not regular, not on a regular basis, or not at all.
no, I never felt unsafe.
Right. So on an average night, one person in that whole clique of partying, vibe, drinking, having fun could possibly have sex with like about 5 or 6 people on the low number. And the high number is like about what?
A low number would be one,
A low number.
or none, or one would be low number. Yes.
Not no. Why would you go? Why would you go there for that main purpose and not have sex with anyone? Isn't that the idea?
Supposed to be, yes. But many people come for the environment, for to be around people who think like them,
Right.
to have fun, to get away from their everyday life, their jobs, their children, anything that's going on in their home life, just to let their hair down and relax and see something different. Um, yeah, and then sometimes it could be a matter of not finding anybody you're attracted to, or no one finds you attractive.
Right, right. But you're not particularly going there for a relationship. You're not looking for a husband. You're not looking for nobody's looking for a wife, is it? I mean, it's just fun.
You're not supposed to, but that doesn't stop people from doing it,
Right.
trying to make love connections. And there are many love connections that happen.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you're in that lifestyle, having fun and all of that stuff. Were there at any point that you had like a benchmark to say, you know what, I'm gonna swing for X amount of years or so, and then I'll just give up after the first 5 years. Were there any benchmarks that you personally set for yourself?
Well, that's a funny question, because originally I vowed, I would think the first 3 years of hosting, there would always be a question that came up in the groups, and the number one question that would come up would be, would you ever leave the lifestyle for love?
Right.
And I always said no, never. I would never give this up. This is my life. This is what I'm going to be doing forever. That was my what I would respond. And then I did have personal goals for the business itself. I had four goals, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
Number one was to host one of the largest swinger lifestyle parties for the Black community in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Number two was to rent this cabin that I've been looking at for years, and to host a party there. Um, three, I know it was four. So I think three was to host a Studio 54 party.
Uh-huh.
And so that was to host the Studio 54 party was number four. Number three was to take over the Embassy Suites out here in Indianapolis, the 222 room Embassy Suites.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever been in a play session that the play is so good that you end up falling in love, and you're like, I just want to play more. I want the real thing. This is no game anymore.
Yeah, about four times.
What happened?
We date. I've been in short-term relationships with a few, and the rest of them was just long-term playing partners.
Okay, but I know time that you swing in and then you'll be like, you know what, we found it. We don't want to swing no more. We're not going to be a part of this. Let's just get out of it. That's not the ultimate goal, right?
No, I've never experienced that. I've seen it happen. I've seen people meet, fall in love, and then they take a break from the lifestyle so that they can get to know each other one on one, and then they'll, decide if they want to return to the lifestyle. That's never happened to me.
Right. Any jealousy happen in a swinging party? Like he just swang with me, he just played with me, and I want him to play with me now, and then he playing with this other person over there. Like any jealousy usually happen?
Yes.
How is it resolved? Like what's the? I mean, I want to know because you're not in it now, but people that's watching, it's good to be informed.
Well, yeah, I try not to talk too much about the swingers lifestyle anymore
Right.
because
You're
I
not
don't, I don't, I don't want to encourage anybody else to join it. To be honest with you, it's
right.
not the path that I'm on. I don't want to be responsible for bringing new people in, and yeah, that's my stance on that. So I don't want to glorify the lifestyle at all.
Right. And
Um,
yeah, we're absolutely going to get there. But it's good to have some background, you know. Uh, so you in this, at what point did you figure that, you know what, I'm not really feeling it anymore. This is not really happening for me. I need
yeah,
a U-turn. What was that
that
point?
happened. That happened probably, I want to say around 2020, 2021,
Uh-huh.
around that time. So 3 years ago, it started to weigh on me heavily. There was a lot of things going on that uh, started me on a path of losing joy for the lifestyle, and especially at first just hosting. So it was like it just kept getting worse for me on my end as far as wanting to actually continue to host parties.
Right.
So yeah, it was for many reasons. I had a lot of reasons. I
Well,
have
hear it.
yeah. I mean, well, first I want to say that there were a ton of pros in it. You know, I'm in the past 12, 13 years, I've met some incredible people. I've done some incredible things. I've traveled all over. I've been recognized in different cities, getting off of airplanes and being at clubs and parties and being recognized by people, strangers. I've learned a lot about myself, capabilities. I've learned new skills. And yeah, I was proud of what I accomplished, but the pros for me were it was a lot of pressure. I think the pressure was number one. The stress, the anxiety, um, being sleep deprived because most people only see the outside and the outcome of planning an event, but there were many nights where I probably got 2, 3 hours of sleep. Of course, it's because I wanted it. I wanted to because that was my job. The behind scenes stuff, the planning, the making the flyers, the making uh, promotional things, which I didn't outsource those. I did those all myself. So the YouTube videos, blogs, jumping on different websites, uh, Instagram, keeping up with all the social media, trying to promote all these events. And yeah, I was getting very little sleep. Um, there was isolation. I felt lonely and depressed. So one of those are most of the reasons. And then it was just like, here I am throwing these huge events with hundreds of people attending,
Right.
and when I'm at these events, I literally felt like I was by myself. I felt like I was alone.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like I was alone. Even if I had a date there with me,
Mm-hmm.
I still felt like I was alone by myself. And um, yeah, it was depressing, but I had to put on this fake persona that I was happy And, but really I was just kind of relieved that it was the event was happening and there was nothing left to do but to clean up and go home and then start all the way over again because it was nonstop. We were constantly planning. If we were constantly planning two parties at the same time
Right.
for years. We was planning two parties at the same time. So it was every day planning and nonstop.
Right. Right. But was it the pressure of planning that made you feel like was it pressure of planning or was it a major contributor that made you feel like you need to pull back or did something happen?
The pressure came from myself. The pressure came from staying at the level that we were at. It was a constant worry on my mind. Like, are we going to sell out? Are we going to hit our numbers? Is everything going to be okay? It was just a lot of pressure building up. It's like you have to perform. So,
Right.
and you have to live up to what everybody else is saying about you. Is how I felt. Some people might say, "Well, I don't care what they think. I'm just going to do me." Blah blah blah. But it was a lot of pressure that I put on myself to be at the level that we were. When people say, "Oh, you got to go to their event because it's great. It's the best. They have this and that and the third." So you got to constantly live up to that, and that was a lot of pressure, which caused anxiety, which caused stress, which caused sleepless nights, which caused depression. If something didn't go right,
Right.
you kind of it was just a lot of pressure. And the depression for me came in 2021 when I realized that I no longer wanted to be single. That I wanted to be in a relationship. That I wanted to be in love. That I wanted to be in a healthy relationship, but I could not find that in the lifestyle with the men that I was choosing. I just couldn't find it. It wasn't there. And then and to be completely vulnerable and to be completely open with everyone, like I said, I put on this personality, Dana Queen of Hearts.
Right.
She's not me, who I am. The real me. It was somebody that was created to be able to handle everything that I was doing in the lifestyle. It was someone who was going to be what everybody thought I should be. If that meant the party girl who started the parties, who got the parties jumping, who was the first one to have sex, who was the first one to have sex in the open, who was, the first one to do something in the smoking tent, or who was going to be the first one to get naked, who was, what I mean, or, you know, just just being what the lifestyle is supposed to be. And the truth be told, at some point reality hit me that I'm not a lifestyler. It's not in me to be in this lifestyle. It just wasn't in me.
Uh-huh.
And so I started fighting with who I thought I was and who I really am.
Wow.
I honestly don't, as long as I was single in the lifestyle, I was okay.
Right.
I was okay. But when I got connected with someone and when I fell in love with someone and when I was in a relationship with someone, things fell apart. It wasn't okay. I wasn't okay. I was more depressed than anything. Anxiety, fear set in, jealousy, everything that I try to fight everything. And I lost the battle.
Mm.
I lost the battle, and I said, I can no longer keep this up. I can no longer be Dana Queen of Hearts, because that is,
Right.
um, that wasn't who I was. And I can say now, being myself, it's so free. I feel free. I can be me. I can be 1,000% honest with myself, with other people. Um, I have so much more joy now. Um, not only just having joy and having this peace and not have to worry about what other people think about me or what I'm doing. I have more money. I have more money now than I ever did in the lifestyle. Even throwing the parties, and that's a lot of people think that okay, she's throwing all these parties. You know, they're elaborate parties, and I know that they're making a ton of money.
Right.
You know, so people were also always in our pockets. You know, you couldn't just ask somebody to, you know, come do this for us without them digging into our pockets. Like, oh, this is how much I want. You know, and it's like, wow, you know, you just did a party last week, and I know you didn't make a quarter of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You didn't make a quarter of that, but you wanted to, you know, and I felt like we were always fair. I felt like it was always fair, but if we made $35,000, you can guarantee that 30,000 of it went to the party.
Wow.
Guaranteed, hands down, 30,000 of it went to the party. It went to the staff. It went to bringing people. We flew people in to teach courses. We had 65 to 80 people on staff at a time. That was including security, around the clock security.
Right.
You know, we pay for all the staff's hotel rooms, food, you know, everything that needed to be done to throw a very good event for people. We did. We spared no money on the parties
Right.
at all.
Right, right. Again, guys, if you just started to watch, we're speaking here with Dana Graham. She is speaking of her lifestyle in as a swinger and how and why she came out of it. Right now, she's doing something that is completely transformative. We're going to speak about that. But Dana, did you feel at any point that you were being pressured to be a part of this lifestyle? Was there something that was keeping you there while you trying to escape? Like you feel like you was somewhat.
Yeah, I think what was keeping me there was I wasn't done yet. I didn't accomplish. I didn't accomplish all of my goals, the 4 goals that I told you about, until our last party, which was Studio 54, exactly 1 year ago this
Right.
month. So I've been retired for a whole year. But other than that, it was like I just felt like it wasn't finished yet, and it wasn't going to be finished until we got to throw that Studio 54 party. But once that Studio 54 party was in the making and it was actually going to happen, I knew I was leaving. I said to myself, I have accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. It's time to go. I've been wanting to find a way to escape out for 3 years prior to that, and I just said that I don't care what people think. I don't care what people want. It's about me now. It's about something different. There was just so many signs, in my opinion, that was telling me to go, to leave, because I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be happy more than anything.
Right.
I didn't care. I didn't care about none of it. I didn't care about any of it anymore. I just wanted to be happy.
And happiness to you meant what? Having someone that you love, someone that loves you in that type of way. What was happiness?
Happiness to me at that point in time was alleviating the stress, the anxiety. I cannot express enough how damaging anxiety and stress is. I can't explain the amount of stress. There were, you know, the dreams that I would have every single night. And, it was dreaming every single night about things, and feeling like you didn't do enough, or you feeling like there's still stuff to be done when you go to bed, and just thinking all night long and not getting any sleep. And yeah, just getting rid of that anxiety. Just knowing now that I can wake up and I don't have to do anything but take care of my plants, and go to work. That's all I have to do. I don't have to post. I don't have to make flyers. I don't have to plan. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to move money around, figure out where things are going. I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to worry if the party's going to sell out, if the rooms are going to sell out. I don't have to worry about nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
What about regrets? Hindsight is always 2020.
I don't have any regrets. I think I learned from all of it. I think I've learned from all of it. I think that things happen the way they were supposed to happen. Man, yeah, I don't have any regrets at all. Nothing, none of them, none of it. I don't regret any of it. I've healed from a lot of it. I've healed from a lot of it, because there was some traumatizing situations. Like almost every relationship, every situationship was traumatizing for me.
What you mean?
I mean, like I said before, I really wasn't about this life. I really wasn't about this life, and forcing myself to be about this life meant I was pushing down a lot of feelings. I was suppressing a lot of things, a lot of thoughts. I was struggling with myself, like, and a lot of things happened because the mentality and the lifestyle, is like, I just rather be with someone who wants to be with me. And then me and them live our life. I don't want to have to worry about losing someone. I don't want to have to worry about if I'm good enough. I don't want to have to worry about, if they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing, if they're talking to somebody they're not supposed to be doing. And I know that happens in regular everyday life too, but it's amplified 20 times or 100 times in the lifestyle. And I just could not handle that no more. My body, my mind, my spirit just could not handle that anymore. I want it out. I want it all the way out.
So how did your friends, because of course you made some very close friends and associates in the lifestyle, business partners in the lifestyle, how did they take it?
Fine. my business partner, it was, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. I would say that's the only person that knew me. I don't think anybody else in the lifestyle really knew the true me. I know. And matter of fact, I haven't even really seen or talked to anyone other than her outside of this. Right. I've had more visitors to my home in the past year than I've had in the 13 years I was in the lifestyle.
Right. So you're happy. You are living the life. You are smiling. We'll talk about the other things that you're getting involved in, because I oftentimes frequent your page, and it's a total 360 though. It's just like you have gone full circle around. Tell us of your decision now to get into what you're into, and tell us what you're into now.
Well, I'm into a few things, but I'm mainly into the plants now. I have household plants, and it's a whole hobby. I'm a plant collector, if that's what you want to call it. So I collect rare plants, and not just regular house plants, but rare plants. And I love it. It's like, I don't know. it's completely different than the lifestyle. But I honestly did not know that I was even good at. I could even be good at it. I didn't think I could keep plants alive. I thought I killed them all. I would kill them all. But 2 weeks after our last event, that Studio 54 party, I got a call that my one of my older sisters had died, and I was at work and I couldn't stop throwing up. I couldn't stop crying. So I left work and on my way home, I stopped at Home Depot and I purchased 13 plants that were on sale. And I started my plant journey from there. Started collecting plants and I've been doing that for almost a year. It'll be a year. I'd be a year in August.
Yeah. So now you're swinging the plants.
Yes, I went from swinging into plants. Therefore, my title is Swing into Plants.
Nice, nice, nice. I see that your shirt, you know,
Yeah,
you have changed your life so much so that you have now become a Christian.
yes, I'm a Christian. I gave my life back to God in March of this year. Yes.
Yeah. Was that a hard
So
decision or was
no,
it easy?
no, it wasn't a hard decision. It was like I said, I've always believed that things happen for a reason.
Right.
So, I I was raised in the church. My Both of my parents were pastors. I've always been in the church up until 2015, up until 2011.
Yeah.
When I got into the lifestyle, I stopped going to church, and I felt like the past 13 years, I just had a blindfold on and completely forgot about God. Just completely forgot about him. Like, and nothing crossed my mind about what I was doing, and then once I left the lifestyle and gave my life back to God in March, the blinders has been removed. I don't care anything about the lifestyle. I haven't even had sex. So, and I don't plan on, I don't plan on having sex until I'm married. I don't even think about it anymore. So I went from not being able to go without sex no longer than 2 weeks to just not even thinking about it anymore. So, I mean, I think I was addicted to it when I was in the lifestyle. Pornography, getting play dates. If I didn't get a play date, I would kind of lose my mind, go crazy, going to the clubs and all that stuff, and constantly being in that environment. It was just sex all the time. It was just something on my mind all the time was sex. And even if you go back and look at my pictures, I look different. My eyes, there's something in my eyes that I look completely different from photo. I don't hardly even take photos of myself anymore, and unless I have a plant in my hand. But if you go back to last year and look at photographs, there's something in my eyes
Uh-huh.
that's not there no more. There's something in the way that I looked, my face. It was, that's me now, and it's a completely different look. And I hardly ever smiled either in those photos. So,
I see. I see.
yeah, I don't know what that. I think it was just, I don't know, the spirit of lust, the spirit of something was on me, because every thought I had to do with the lifestyle,
Right.
and
So
yeah.
let me ask you this. You said something there that is concerning. So you give your life back to God. Does that take away the feeling and urge to have sex?
Yes, the Holy Spirit helps with that. Indeed. Yeah. It's not like it's we're saved by grace, but the when you get saved, you get filled with the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit helps you sanctify your life. The sanctification of your life. So it's not like when you become saved, you just immediately holy and everything you do is perfect. No, it's a process of sanctification, and the Holy Spirit does that for you. Works on you, and but immediately the first thing that went was that lust completely went. And I was just talking to my ex-partner, I think it was last week, about it, how much I wanted to quit smoking. And I said, I can't believe that he took away the sexual lust that I had, that I thought would never go away. Immediately that was gone. So, and I was like, I thought sex would be harder than cigarettes. But it wasn't for me. So I mean, he's still working on me. It's a daily battle against my flesh. It's a daily thing. He's working with my food, being satisfied with, even with the plant lifestyle. I have to learn how to be satisfied with what I have, and not constantly go out and buy new plants over and over again. There's a lot of things that he's working on in me now. So, but as far as the sex, when I read a couple of scriptures in the Bible that really shook me, and it just really stuck in my head that I will not be having sex again until I'm married.
Oh, wow. It's interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Guys, we open up the phone lines if you want to have a quick conversation here with Dana. Please give us a call, 718-701-5720. A completely transformed Dana. She's now into plants. She is now taking care of them. And she's like a historian on what you could do with your plants. Started a whole YouTube channel. We're going to tag that, a whole Facebook profile on it. Just transform, not even thinking about sex.
Mm-mm.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So 718-701-5720, guys. We still have a little bit of issue with our page. As I said earlier, we have this this problem where we are not being recommended out there and pushed out. So we want you guys to share this out there at least for the next week or so, until Facebook get their act together, so as much people can hear this, because there are possibly people that's going through this and they don't know what they're in, right? And one thing that you said earlier, Dana, and I just recognize it as well. You said about the smile. You very rarely smile, so you could have almost tell like you are putting on a facade, like you are hiding or you're holding back in some sort of way. But now you
Yeah.
smile. You actually, it's just a transformative Dana, and it's interesting.
Yeah, and actually, that photo that you showed first, I was actually, I was probably in tears about an hour before that part. I mean, before that picture was even taken.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and immediately after I took that picture, I went back to my room, and I probably stayed in my room for a couple of hours.
Right, right. So it was not you. It was a facade. It was a ultra ego. It was Queen of Diamond. It wasn't Dana. So there was a battle,
Yeah.
and you think good prevailed.
Oh yes.
Absolutely,
Oh
absolutely.
yes.
Interesting and positive story, and I'm happy to see the direction. I'm very happy that you found love and you're doing things, and you are talking about a whole new different kind of swinging, which is the plants.
Swinging to blends.
Doing great with that. Good guys, 701-5720. If you want to speak to Dana, what would you say to people who are sitting and as I said, when you came and you told the story, I said, Dana, where do I just want to see it. I just want to experience it. I wouldn't go there and be all over the place. How you explained it to me, you kind of made pick my interest. I just want to see, I just want to be a fly on the wall. That's all I want to be, just a fly on the wall. So you did, in fact, was successfully able to convince a lot of people about the lifestyle. What do you want to say now to the people that you spoke to, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And I did a whole YouTube video apologizing to my old YouTube channel as well. My stand on that, and I don't really care what other people think. It's my truth. It's what God has led me to do, and He brought me out. I feel like He brought me out of that lifestyle because it clearly says in the Bible that it's a sin. Sexual immorality is a sin, and it's not for Christians. So I left it, and I apologize for influencing people to get into the swingers lifestyle. That is my biggest regret. That's the only thing. I don't regret that I went through it, that it happened. I regret that I was responsible for any type of influence in that way. I wish I could have been used for the kingdom of God in that way, and not to bring people into a sexual environment, a swingers lifestyle. Could have used that for greater good.
Yeah.
All that energy, and I still can, but I mean, that was 13 years that I was an influencer for the swingers lifestyle. I could have been influencing people in a different direction.
Right. Understand. Well, Dana, listen, I'm happy that you are happy and smiling and doing things that you love to do at this point in time in your life. I'm really happy you came back to give us an update on it, because I said was it like about 5 years ago or 6 years ago? I'm kind of...
2016.
It was 2016? Wow.
I believe it was 2016 or 17.
Somewhere around there. Wow.
Yeah, I want to say somewhere around there.
It's been that long?
I think so.
Wow. Lois, pull up that video. Well, just for the historical recollection of it. I know you don't want to inform anybody else of it.
I don't remember. I just know it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. But then I love your progression, and I'm happy for you that you're on this positive path. Any last word you want to give to our viewers and friends and family out there that's watching?
No, just thank you for being here and watching and sharing. And yeah, if you have any questions, though, if you do have any questions about Christianity or plants, you can always reach out to me, and I'm free to talk about it.
Right. I think we got a caller on the line. Let me see if I can bring that caller in. Caller, 1 second. Believe that might be a question dedicated to you. Let me flip that line over. 1 second. Let me see if I get a caller. Caller, you're live. Are you there? Hello?
I'm here.
All right. Let me try speaker. Caller, go right ahead.
Hey, Dana. This is Hometown talking to you. So you were and still are an influence. I've watched you and almost lived through you over the years. But still today, as you transition to something better in your life, you still are an influence. By apologizing, in my opinion, is understandable, but you still are a heck of an influence. Even when you switched over into the plants, I mean, that is something that's very interesting to a lot of people, and I've seen how you've grown from that as well. Moving forward, what do you plan on doing now? I mean, with these plants, what are you going to do?
Right. So you listen to her response on the live, because the phone is not connected to the system. So listen to her response on the live. Thank you for calling, caller. Yeah.
Well, I really didn't have a plan other than maybe teaching other people how to take care of plants. The channel is originally for documenting my growth, but also kind of explaining what I'm doing to help my plants grow. So I want to help people there. I want to help people there, and I really wanted to kind of start like some classes in different communities for teaching people how to take care of houseplants. I struggled when I first started, so I know there's other people out there that are struggling. Yeah, and then just hosting smaller community events for people who want to come in and get hands-on things about plants. We have something coming up Saturday, matter of fact, where we're going to get together and just, have a planty good time. Have a planty good time. It's a 90s plant party, and we're having, I'm going to be demonstrating how to put plants on the poles. We have someone who's going to help people bring their plants in and get those repotted, and just hang out and be with like-minded people who think about plants.
Wow. Talk about a transformation. Nice. Dana, thank you so much. And as a call,
thank you.
Still influencing, you're still an influencer and continue to influence. And I appreciate you and appreciate your time chatting with us.
Appreciate being here.
We'll stay in touch.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So that was Dana. You see, did great. We had a hard stop at 7 o'clock, guys, because she actually took time off from work. She took time off from work to give us this 1 hour. That's all she had, 1 hour. And we really had to try to truncate it within that time frame. So there we go. Dana, formerly Dana Queen of Heart, who appeared on the program back in 2016, 2017, thereabout. She's no longer into the lifestyle. No. She's no longer into swinging or not even influencing people to try the swinging thing. She got me though. I was at the point where I'm like, you know what? I want to see. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't touching nobody. That just seems like people all over the place, like just like that. So she kind of got me kind of feeling like I just want to be a fly on the wall. At one point in time, I did. But I'll take the advice, okay? All right, I'll take her advice. Again, guys, for the next few days, hopefully for not too much longer, you will experience or you may not get notification when we are live. That's because Facebook is going through that transitional something. I don't know what they're doing actually, but they're just going through something, all right? Facebook is probably on the PMS, or Facebook is probably going through menopause. I don't know. But anyway, Facebook going through something. And when they go through that from time to time, they oftentimes don't send off notification to our viewers. A lot of people never get indication that we was live, and that is how it is. So that's why a lot of you did not get notification. But nevertheless, we're hoping that they resolve that issue in a safe and quick manner, and then that we could get back to our regular viewers on a regular scheduled programming here and Ride Along Live. In the meantime, everybody, you can still share this on your page and at your followers so that they would get to watch this program, even if after, but they'll get a chance to watch it as well. We thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program. I got some final closing words when we come back.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Today. Located inside Ryder Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant. Riders Excursion and Tours weekly e-bike rides. Gather your family and friends for an unforgettable ride through stunning landscapes. Book your adventure today at ridersaBike.com or call 473-422-1011. Don't miss out. Let's ride.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet?
Yes, Multi-X, all of them.
Smart! Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.